You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to another one of my most expensive squad builders. Today we're going to be building the most expensive Serie A squad possible. There's loads of informs in it. There's only 2 non-informed players in the entire team, so you can see that there's going to be loads of interesting players to have a look at. And if you're looking to buy some ultimate team coins, maybe to build this team, which comes in at about 1.2 million coins, go and check out battle8.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service, and if you use the discount code TCAPGUN you'll get 5% off all your purchases, so definitely worth checking them out. Also, if you guys are enjoying this series, smash the like button now to make sure that I know that, and I'll keep making these videos. So far you guys have really been enjoying them, but I want to make sure that you guys want to keep seeing them, and if you've got any suggestions, put them down in the comment sections for future teams, maybe leagues, nationalities, whatever it is, put them down in the comment section. So here we go, we're going to dive in, and as always we're going to build with the cheapest players first and move all the way to the most expensive players last. So first up in goal, we are going to be using Buffon. There's not actually any informed goalkeepers in Serie A, so he is the most expensive, coming in at around about the 6,400 coin mark. I'm not convinced by Buffon. I think Marchetti is far stronger than him, and you know, I would definitely recommend you try Marchetti before you try Buffon, because he's a lot cheaper and in my eyes a lot better. Anyway, moving on to the left back position, because he is our next cheapest player. The only other non-informed player in this team is going to be Rafael Martinho. Now the reason we're going for Rafael Martinho is because he's actually one of the most expensive, well, he is the most expensive at left back. The closest to him is Balzaretti, coming in about 3k. He comes in around about the 7 to 10k mark depending on what day you're searching for him, and generally is a good player going forward, not so much going back, and the reason that he's so expensive, the 92 pace and the fact that he's Brazilian as well, obviously going into those Brasilva teams. So that's our first 2 players. Next up we can move on to our centre backs, I believe. So in fact it isn't our centre backs, because our centre backs are actually quite expensive today, both coming in at around about the 50k mark. So at right back, we're going to be using Inform Maicon. There you go. He flies into the team. Actually, a really good right back. You know, obviously you're going to think, should I get Abate here? Should I get Inform Maicon? Maicon was very good at going forwards. He's very strong. He's got good defending stats, and you know, he's pretty quick. He's got 80 pace. He's not as fast as Abate, but definitely one that you should consider. Maybe, you know, pairing him up against Conco. I don't know which one you choose out of those two, because I absolutely love Conco, but Maicon definitely one I would recommend trying out if you haven't tried him out already. Next up we can move on to our centre backs. So we do have 2 centre backs going into this team. One of them is in this team of the week, so his price is actually fluctuating from around about the 67k mark, and it's going to be Benatia, and he's sort of like going down still, so I'd imagine that by the time you're watching this he will probably be around the 40k mark. I'm not really 100% sure, we'll have to wait and see what happens on that, but he is fantastic. 75 pace, 90 defending and 87 heading. That's exactly what you need from your centre backs, so he's a really good one, and I definitely recommend that you try him out. Okay, moving on to the other centre back, we have Inform Campagnaro. This guy came out in the first team of the week, hence why he's so expensive. He also has very good stats with 70 pace, 87 defending and 82 heading, so this team was actually quite solid. A lot of the teams I've used in the past have been very dodgy at the back, you know, having to use like very cheap Inform centre backs and stuff like that, but this team has 2 very strong ones, and yeah, you can get along absolutely fine with them. Now we can go and fly out to the right mid position. We're using a silver Inform out here. He is the most expensive, and it's a guy called Berardi. Now Berardi has 81 pace, so he's quite quick. I mean, he's got 75 shooting, 76 dribbling, and yeah, he's good, but I wouldn't recommend that you go out and buy him. He's not worth his price tag unless you're actually building a silver Serie A squad. You know, that's the only time I think about using him. In this team, he sort of fell a little bit short. You know, he didn't have the greatest of touches, and I definitely noticed it while I was playing with him. Next up, we can move to let me have a quick look. I think we're going to be moving over to the left midfield position. So at left midfield, in fact, no, we're not. We're actually going to be going up to the centre attacking mid position. This guy, one of my favourite players in the team, absolutely love him. His stats are unbelievable. His in-game stats are just ridiculous. If you go and look at him on Foothead, you will see what I mean. They are just all green. He has like 99 shot power, 99 volleys, 99 long shots. He's got 99 on loads of stuff, as well as having 90 passing and 86 dribbling. That's absolutely crazy. The only thing that obviously lets him down is the fact that he's got 53 pace, which if you trigger him to go and make a run, sort of like a 1-2, and him to go through the defense, he is never leaving them behind. And I made that mistake quite a few times. But if he's the one that's providing the balls, he will drop it on your player's foot 9 times out of 10. Really strong player, and definitely would recommend him. Moving out to the left mid position, we are going to be going with Cuadrado. This guy comes in around about 100,000 coins at the moment, or at least that's what I've got on my screen at the moment. And you can see there, the reason is he's got 94 pace. He's actually been moved from his default right mid over to left mid. He's got 89 dribbling. He's got the flair trait as well, which makes him very enjoyable to play with. And he's just generally a pretty beastly player, I won't lie. So definitely recommend him. Love Cuadrado and Totti. Those are the two players that I would definitely recommend you try out in this team. Then at centre defensive mid, we are going to be using Inform Pogba. This guy's around about the 145 or 140k mark, and he's awesome. He really is. I absolutely love him. Really nice long shot on him, surprisingly. Quite strong. Nice and tall to head those balls away when they come in, and he does get forward a little bit, and he does do his defensive duty as well. So a very strong player in that position. Now moving on to our two strikers. There's always the strikers that are most expensive in these teams, isn't it? And we have two really nice ones, both over 250k. The first one being Tevez. So we have Informed Tevez going into the team, and he came in at around about the 260,000 coin mark, as you can see, playing for Juventus, 87 rating overall. Good shot on him. Didn't think he was as strong as I've used him in the past, like his normal card, but still a nice player to play with. Makes some interesting runs, does drop back, has good passing and stuff, so that's always a benefit to using Tevez. And then the final player that's going into this team is going to be the Informed Balotelli. As you could probably all guess, he comes in at around about 300,000 coins. Absolute mega beast, 85 pace, 86 shooting, built like a rhino, good heading, like he's just unbelievable. Thought it was awesome, and scored quite a few goals with him. So there you go, guys. That is the team. Obviously, as I said, if you've enjoyed the video, go and drop it a like, and I'll obviously upload more of them. Stick around for the goals and the music that's coming up. I will try my hardest to remember the music in the description, but don't go mad if I don't, because you know how bad I am at it. Other than that, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will leave it there and see you all next time.
Style of the game we're about to see.
On again, it's on again. If we lose, we die, cause we born to win. Wouldn't say I've always felt this good, but I can't remember how long it's been since I haven't. Once you have it, go and grab it, never let it go. Do it right, because your life could end tonight, baby, you never know. It's hard to see what's missing when you're looking from this position, because everything looks different when you love the life you're living. And with all this recognition, I don't know how I should feel. That's why I love it when we fail, because at least we know it's real. The game and the fame are the same in the way that my brain wants nothing but it. So it's strange and contained to the same to explain when they ask me why I love it. It's safe to say we paved the way, we make today into something big. So every night we live this life, we're falling back in love again. We're smoking, then we're sipping, we're doing it the biggest. We'll never do it different, we love the life we're living. We're smoking and we're sipping, we're doing it the biggest. We'll never do it different, we love the life we're living. We're falling, we fall into this life we live.